Salmala's got the run, he's neck and neck with Carpe. Morelli looks to slot into third potentially. Uriarte, yesterday's winner, in fourth, all cleanly through turn one.
Yes, and I don't think Morelli's going to make...
Goes through, nursed Rico out the way, who looks to go a little bit wide there, and succumbing to the place of Alvaro Carpe.
And Morelli really has a season that's gone up and down, up and down. He started off with victory in the there, fourth or fifth place. You're on board now with Brian Uriarte. This is how you do it in Rookies Cup.
Here we go then. Wow, Morelli takes the lead then from... And this will be a stonking race here as they come across the line. The first time of asking. 95, no plan B. Leads the way, does Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, and he's got the 80.
He won the second race back in Mugello. Really such another star, much like Brian Uriarte. Peroni sits fourth in the championship stand. He's only lost one place from where he started on the grid so far. He was in sixth place. This is good stuff from the Italian. He's had a rotten run of luck this season and crossed both Junior GP and here. But could this be the place that he's in and crossed both Junior GP and here? But could this be the place that he turns it around?
And Brian Uriarte, you can see him there in third place, the middle of your screen. He has seen that Marco Morelli has jumped ahead.
Absolutely. I mean, while we've been talking, sort of you can miss the fact that Morelli, he's off like a scalded cat there. A good few bike lengths back to Uriarte. As you say, he knows he can't let already.
And that no one had a lead like that yesterday, did we? We had a couple of bike lengths lead from Moodley, but no one got that 4 or 5 bike length. And Brian Uriarte and Carpe and Coa spoilt his chances of getting on the podium.
Oh, and then of course going a bit wide there. Sorry, Peter. Yeah, he had a big bobble. That was where he had his big front end fold yesterday, wasn't it?
Looking back now at the 51 of Brian Uriarte. Brilliant stuff. These onboard camera shots are absolutely superb. You can see that's still pretty handy, isn't it?
Yeah, a good few bike legs, but how much do they close in on him there at Holgerheide, one of the fastest sections of track that we visit on the entire Rookies Cup calendar. They've certainly caught him back up now.
Refuses to let himself get kicked down the order as it happened yesterday when he was pushed back to 10th or even 11th and 12th place, I think, at one time.
I absolutely love watching the difference in riding styles for both of
them. And it's just stringing out a little bit in a different way to it. This is really, Morelli has stretched things, hasn't Moodley, and the end of that top six. They've got away from Hakim Danish of Ega Pratama.
I think I've got a reason why that is, Peter. Yesterday's pace was relatively slow in
the dirt.
Oh, that's Guillaume Plonk in the background, number 24. Yep, doing the big Rossi cut across the GT chicane. It's a lap. Salmela 143.9. This is why it's being strung out, Peter. They've done their homework overnight. Perhaps the conditions are contributing to this. You're seeing the fastest riders yesterday far more kind of a struggle to hang on at the moment. Let's hope he can do it. He's really he's lost the slipstream that far back. This is the second playthrough, and it's led by Hakim Danish, the Malaysian. That was Veda Pratama cutting off the front of that was Pugliese there, I think. Goodness me.
Yeah, that is, and of course they've realised that the 6 in front are disappearing, and 1 and 2, Morelli and Peroni.
This is really impressive from all these riders. They have stepped it up, haven't they? But one rider who is learning all the time, Veda Pratama, is now leading. And Hakim Danish, can they chase the leaders down? Can they live with that sort of pace? I'm not sure, but tyre wear will be a factor in this race.
Yeah, and we just seen all the strip off there, off their radiator. You just saw a day glow thing wafting around. What the thing is that these guys, if they think the engine's going to be too cool and the temperature is low, and I think that's what one of them did. Didn't see who it was, but in this lead pack somebody did that just a few corners ago.
And of course, before we had the introduction of the new Pirelli tyres, we had previously seen it normally requires there to be a real one of the championship front runners to be in that chasing group. I think Hakim Danish is certainly a rider to keep an eye on, but can he bring the others all back into the fray?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, but
a point between Guillaume Plonk and Sullivan Mounsey. There's he is leading that third group now then, because you've got positions 1 to 6 in the first group. The chasing pack is led by Pratama,
the leader, and he's pretty much led all the way, hasn't he, Morelli? He really, he got away, but he's been unable to hold that advantage. He is now being slipstreamed by Carpe Peroni.
In the UK, as they were doing a new feature on the Born Racers doc, Rouchet said the one that tends to win in Rookies Rookies Cup in any given race is the one that wants it the most. I think you're looking at a top 6 of riders who are...
So please take a look at the Red Bull Rookies website and see where you can see the Born Races series, a series of 6 race series.
Disclosure, we're paid to commentate. It is one of the best series I've ever watched on motorcycle racing. I've never seen such an insight into what really happens when the visors and the helmets come off.
Solly has got the pace, hasn't he?
Yeah, you would certainly think so, wouldn't you? But that's quite a big gap that's opened up between Sal Miller and Uriarte and Ruche Moodley there. But this circuit's so much about flow.
But he knows he can't really let these 4, because these 4 are not mucking each other up, are they?
No,
they're not being silly about it. That was an issue yesterday. They were all over the track, all of them, and slowing each other down. But that isn't what is happening now.
We'll be loving to speak to them after the race to find out what really went on, because Morelli, my suspicion is it's him who's just absolutely pounding it out there and just basically said...
Yes, isn't he? So right. So now the time screen says that Uriarte, they've closed, but only fractionally, the Uriarte Moodley on the back of Salmella. So they have who's setting the pace.
There's only 2-time winners so far this year. It's Brian Uriarte, of course, got his second victory of the year yesterday, and Max Quiles, who got a victory in first race in Le Mans.
In the first 7 races. So it is still Marco Morelli that leads quite handsomely now across the start and finish to with there'll be 6 laps remaining. This is absolutely maxed out. He's got his head down now. He's going to get back on turns if he can, and so will Moodley.
This is just, I mean, I'm enjoying this. It's not the most, you know, blockbuster thing we've ever seen.
Weekend around, and this is a slow-mo of that beautiful stuff, isn't it? As you say, you know, the contrasting styles of these guys. We've got Pratama has got a track limits warning. Not too many of those so far.
Here on, so you have to watch that as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Just going to take stock of what's happening in the chasing group. You got Leonardo Zanni leading the way there ahead of Carter Thompson and then Veda Pratama. Christian Daniel Jr. fighting for 10th place.
Track limits warning. Now, yes. I'm, to be honest, as you say, apart from the fact that the chicane on the last lap, I hadn't noticed him doing too much, but he's really got to watch that.
Yeah, you don't want to be going through the right and left-handers coming up right now to make sure he outfoxed him onto the final lap. What's Morelli doing there? Is he doing anything any different or special to the others? We're not quite...
He's got on the back, hasn't he? Brian has got on the tail of them now.
He's caught him, yeah.
Yes, he's hit the fastest now for 1:43.696.
Goodness me.
He has turned the wick up.
That's
now turns an all-time lap record. That's what it's taken to reel in these guys. But now, yesterday's winner is with that group. It's just going to be 3 laps and a few corners to go.
He's on luck and a bit of skill, as he would attest. But here he is in 4th place then. We already had a race on, but now we've really got a race on. A 10-wheeler for the win.
He is
brilliant.
What a great shot from the onboard there. Just saw Rico drift a little bit wide, and you cannot give an inch to Uriarte because he was past.
Yeah, absolutely cracking. Here we go then, down the back. Second half of the season. We're past the halfway point yesterday of the year. This is when you need to start bagging as many points as possible.
That's right. And, you know, again, touch wood, these guys...
Pada edisi berikutnya, pembalap asal Gunung Kidul tersebut tampil lebih garang. Kemenangan telak dicapainya dengan koleksi 256 poin atau unggul 103 dari rival terdekatnya Amon Odaki. Ia memenangi 9 dari 12 putaran dan menggondol mahkota juara ITC 2023. Perolehan poin Veda memecahkan rekor milik Ayumu Sasaki, dengan 203 poin, yang dicetak pada 2015. Pembalap Indonesia Veda Ega Pratama kembali menunjukkan potensinya di ajang Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024. Veda Ega Pratama memiliki peluang untuk memperbaiki posisinya di seri-seri selanjutnya. Veda Ega Pratama merupakan pendatang baru di Red Bull Rookies Cup. Kemampuannya untuk beradaptasi dengan cepat dan bersaing dengan pembalap-pembalap terbaik dunia menunjukkan potensi besar yang dimilikinya. Seri Asen menjadi peluang bagi Veda Ega untuk kembali menunjukkan performa terbaiknya dan meraih podium. Veda memiliki kemampuan dan tekad yang kuat untuk bersaing di papan atas. Meski peluang Veda untuk meraih podium di Asen terbilang cukup berat, bukan berarti hal itu tidak mungkin. Apalagi jika melihat performa Veda di seri-seri sebelumnya. Pembalap muda Indonesia Veda Ega Pratama menilai dirinya kurang beruntung pada seri ketiga Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024 Race 1 di sirkuit Mugello, Italia, Sabtu. Ia yang memiliki peluang juara pada balapan kali ini mengatakan, kurang beruntung, setelah tersenggol pembalap lain yang membuatnya melebar dan terlempar ke posisi ke-10 pada tikungan pertama lap terakhir saat ia sedang memimpin balapan untuk meraih kemenangan perdananya. Veda yang tampil impresif selama balapan tak menyerah hingga kemudian posisi kelima ia amankan untuk meraih 11 poin yang merupakan torehan tertingginya sejauh ini. Saya senang dengan balapan hari ini, namun saya kurang beruntung, kata Veda, dilansir dari laman resmi Red Bull Rookies Cup. Di tikungan pertama pada lap terakhir, seseorang menabrak saya dan saya terdorong keluar, namun saya beruntung karena tidak terjatuh, lanjutnya. Saya berusaha keras di lap terakhir itu dan finish di posisi kelima, jadi saya senang dengan itu, tambahnya. Pembalap asal Gunung Kidul, Daerah Istimewa Yogyakarta itu mengatakan setelan motornya masih belum sempurna pada balapan kali ini. Pembalap asal Indonesia, Veda Ega Pratama kembali menunjukkan potensinya di ajang Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024. Pembalap muda Indonesia berhasil menempati posisi ke-8 klasemen sementara dengan total 39 poin. Meski masih tertinggal 71 poin dari pemuncak klasemen, Veda memiliki peluang untuk memperbaiki posisinya di seri-seri selanjutnya. Posisi ke-8 bukanlah hasil yang buruk bagi Veda, mengingat dia merupakan pendatang baru di Red Bull Rookies Cup. Kemampuannya untuk beradaptasi dengan cepat dan bersaing dengan pembalap-pembalap terbaik dunia menunjukkan potensi besar yang dimilikinya. Seri Asen yang akan datang menjadi peluang bagi Veda untuk kembali menunjukkan performa terbaiknya dan bahkan meraih podium. Veda memiliki kemampuan dan tekad yang kuat untuk bersaing di papan atas. Meski peluang Veda untuk meraih podium di Asen terbilang cukup berat, bukan berarti hal itu tidak mungkin. Apalagi jika melihat performa Veda di seri-seri sebelumnya. Pembalap muda Veda Ega Pratama jadi satu-satunya perwakilan pembalap Indonesia yang mengikuti kejuaraan Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024. Pembalap muda Indonesia, Veda Ega Pratama tidak takut bertarung di baris depan. Ia harus cepat adaptasi dengan motor KTM RC 125 yang beda karakter dari Honda NSF 250R yang dipakai di Asia Talent Cup. Hingga race Red Bull Rookies Cup yang telah berlangsung, Veda Ega Pratama berhasil mengumpulkan lebih dari 30 poin. Namun begitu, pembalap kelahiran 23 November 2008 itu masih kalah dari pendahulunya. Dalam 6 race terakhir ada 2 pembalap Indonesia yang jadi perwakilan di Red Bull Rookies Cup.